Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and there is somebody guilty in the Alvin Bragg, Donald Trump, Michael Cohen, Stormy Daniels hush money case. And that person? Well, that person's Alvin Bragg. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So, Alvin Bragg, he's in a precarious situation because he has this mishmash of a case that he kind of cobbled together like paper mache to try to get Trump on a misdemeanor he's crafted into a felony that's well beyond the statute of limitations. Because of that, the judge in this case, who has been maybe the friendliest judge to a prosecution in modern history, he has to craft very unique jury instructions to give to this jury so that they can even find a conviction on Trump on a nonsense charge. And I'm not the one saying it. I'm agreeing with it. But really, it's Tim Scott saying it. Senator Tim Scott, my choice for vice president. He's talking about, hey, look, there is one person guilty in this case. That person's Alvin Bragg. He's guilty of trying to frame an innocent man. He's guilty of corrupting the justice system. He's the guilty party here. He's the one that should be facing charges. He's the one that should be disbarred. He's the one that should be under the scrutiny here. What he and the Democrats have done is abhorrent. It is a blight on the American judicial system. And Tim Scott, he laid out the case during this interview. Let's take a look.
I'm going to ask you about that rally that he had on Thursday in the Bronx in a minute. But first, I do want to ask about closing arguments in the criminal trial in New York. They are set for Tuesday. The jury could deliver a verdict later this week on 34 felony charges. I know you've criticized the prosecutors and the judge, but this case will ultimately be decided by 12 ordinary citizens. Do you have faith that the jury is going to deliver a fair verdict?
Well, there's no crime, so I assume that they will actually find him innocent. The only person guilty in that courtroom is D.A. Bragg, guilty of corrupting the justice system, guilty of not doing his job, and guilty of trying to frame an innocent man. It's really the two-tier justice system that has so many Americans concerned about fairness in our country.
But just to be clear, you have faith in the jury system, and in particular, again, these 12 ordinary Americans who are going to ultimately decide.
I know that 96% is the number I've heard, the number of Democrats in that area of Manhattan. So I hope that they come to the right decision. I assume that he will be found innocent. I just want to reinforce what I've said previously, however, that a two-tier justice system is one of the reasons why his poll numbers are going up. There is something instinctive in Americans who want to see justice play out. We don't want to see the weaponizing of our justice system against our political opponents. We want to see fairness, no thumb on the scales. If that's the case, he will be found innocent.